The beast of Hollow Creek, it was a night bathed in the light of a full moon, casting eerie shadows across the dense forest. In the small town of Hollow Creek, whispers of an ancient curse were common, but few believed it. Until that night, John and his friends, Lisa, Mark, and Sarah, camped in the woods, seeking an adrenaline rush. They set up their campfire, exchanging ghost stories and laughing off any fear. Little did they know, something sinister lurked beyond the trees, watching their every move. As the clock struck midnight, an unnatural silence fell over the forest. The air grew thick with tension, sending shivers down their spines. Mark, ever the skeptic, suggested they go for a night walk. With hesitant agreement, the group ventured deeper into the forest, their flashlights flickering ominously. A low growl echoed through the trees, stopping them in their tracks. "Did you hear that?" Sarah whispered, her voice trembling. Before anyone could respond, a blood-curdling howl pierced the night. They turned to run, but the darkness closed in around them. Lisa, at the back, felt hot breath on her neck. She turned just in time to see a pair of glowing, yellow eyes and razor-sharp teeth before a monstrous form lunged at her. Her scream was cut short. The others ran faster, but the beast was relentless. It moved with supernatural speed and strength. John, leading the group, glanced back to see Lisa's lifeless body, blood pooling beneath her. They reached a clearing, their breaths ragged. "What was that?" Mark gasped, eyes wide with terror. "We need to keep moving," John urged. As they stumbled through the forest, Mark tripped on a root and fell. "Go, go!" he yelled, but it was too late. The werewolf pounced, its jaws closing around his throat. Mark's screams were drowned out by the beast's victorious howl. John and Sarah pressed on, the beast's roars echoing behind them. They reached the edge of the forest, the town's lights faintly visible. "Almost there," John panted. The werewolf was upon them, knocking John to the ground. "Run, Sarah!" he shouted. Sarah hesitated, tears streaming down her face. "Go!" John's final plea gave her the strength to sprint toward the town. John's screams faded as Sarah burst out of the forest, collapsing on the doorstep of the nearest house. The residents took her in, but the terror in her eyes told them all they needed to know. The curse of Hollow Creek was no myth. In the following days, the town was gripped with fear. Search parties ventured into the forest but found only remnants of the horror. Shredded clothing, splatters of blood, and deep claw marks on the trees. The werewolf was never caught, and full moon nights were forever feared. Hollow Creek became a ghost town. The few who remained never ventured into the forest after dark. They whispered tales of a beast that still roamed the woods, its hunger insatiable, waiting for the next unfortunate soul to cross